Hello, today we are sitting down with Sarah Brandt, the Executive Director of Rebuild, as well as Kelly Dolan, who is in charge of marketing, Kelly Frost, Head of Education, and Crystal Duffy, Head of Buildings and Facilities. So, what exactly is Rebuild?
Rebuild is a program to help previously incarcerated people get back into society while providing skills for them to get employment.
So, what exactly are you guys doing?
We are focusing initially on training former inmates in 4 construction-related fields. We are focusing on plumbing, carpentry, electrical, indoor electrical, and masonry programs. The reason that we chose these is they are fields in which people are regularly employed. We are trying to break a negative cycle of unemployment, crime, incarceration, getting out, being unable to maintain a job, going right back into that cycle of unemployment, crime, reincarceration. So we want to provide these former inmates with the skills that will keep them in a job in most economic times.
So, do you have some sort of mission statement that people would like to hear or something?
Yeah, so actually our mission statement is our mission is to provide real-life working skills for those with a criminal background and record. By teaching job skills to those in need, we can make a positive change that is necessary to create a new lifetime of freedom. Everyone deserves a fresh start, a second chance. So basically, through our sustainable teaching grounds, we're providing the perfect environment for our students to learn and grow and eventually become integrated back into society. So we're doing great things here at Rebuild.
It sounds like it. I mean, do you have any limitations on who you would serve, or was that a consideration?
They have to be incarcerated for 3 years, they have to be 18, and they can have no violent crimes in their record.
That sounds fairly reasonable. So, where are you guys located?
So we're located in central Seattle on Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, I believe is what it's called. But we have a significant amount of space to be building our facility. We have a fully stocked educational hall, complete with a shop and several classrooms, a study room for them to be, getting tutor help and talking with other students and counselors, advisors. A library for them to do extra research on their own, several tech labs for them to be looking for jobs. We also are able to provide them with student housing. We're able to house around 100 students, either in their own space or shared space with other roommates, but that is also on campus, and we're able to provide them with a laundry facility, places to cook and eat their food, several areas for them to be a community and lounge. But we are offering them a significant amount of space to kind of reincorporate them into the real world of after they've been incarcerated. And so the grounds that we have are nicely landscaped to kind of just slowly introduce them into that world again.
All right. There's also a brief mention of potential. You mentioned that there would be educational halls and basketball courts and everything. Like, what exactly would that look like to other people?
So when you come into our facility, we're going to greet you with a very open lobby and several advisors that are going to be able to come in and kind of assist you with where they see your education plan and how that's going to pan out, and they're going to come up with kind of an agenda for you to follow, and then they can give you a tour of the facility in which, on that first floor you're dealing with a full-scale shop that's going to have all of your necessary tools and machinery to be able to teach them these skills that they need to be employed. And we also have a workout area and a basketball court. Especially, we find this important that they are able to have that kind of outlet and have that extracurricular activity in the space to do something like that. And that's all going to be housed on our first floor, that kind of environment where everybody can be social and be alive again and just not have those limitations.
And is that something that's being broadcasted out through social media? Or?
Yeah, and I guess a visual for people who haven't seen the images or anything, you could think of it as like a mini college campus almost. I guess it's not so many, but a beautiful college campus environment with a lot of space and, that sort of thing.
Secure but not overwhelming.
Yeah.
That sounds beautiful.
And we'll be holding a lot. I know marketing team will put together a lot of great events where we can invite people around the community and potential investors to see exactly what we do, visit the campus, and just really let everyone know what we're doing and answer any questions they may have.
And so you mentioned that it would be open to the community, so
we would invite people from the area that,
Yeah, and our facility can definitely house events. I mean, we've created the open floor plan to be able to have a spacious kind of welcoming floor plan, so that if we do have events, that they can travel amongst that first floor where, they have access to the restrooms and the lobby and a spacious outdoor seating area. So that way we can be able to, talk with people. We also have private areas where if we have investors or other people who need to speak with us in a more disclosed space, we also have private sections for that as well. So the facility has a lot of, benefits, and it's able to provide everything that we need.
That's very impressive. With regards to education, how is that going to end up looking?
Well, as I said before, we have 4 primary programs. We are building the curriculum based on the National Construction Curriculum Education Center's pre-built curricula. We are not changing much. There are certain things that will have to be slightly altered, just out of necessity. But these are nationally recognized construction education curricula that have been shown time and again to properly prepare workers for a job environment. We are looking at working closely with local unions, local and national unions that work in the Seattle area to try to line up jobs, work with us through apprenticeship programs to get our former felons, to get our students fully licensed, vetted, and out there in the working world with a minimum of impediments. So we are modeling a lot of what we're doing off of some discussions that were happening in late 2015, early 2016 at the Milwaukee Institute of Design, and also some work that was done in the recidivism reduction through apprenticeship pilot program in the state of Alaska. I've been in contact a lot with Gerald Andrews, who was the project lead for that program while it was being developed, and he has helped us develop a education plan that serves both our students and the greater community in which we're located.
So students will definitely have the ability to gain more experience than outside of just being in the classroom?
That's correct. We are expecting, and this is what is the minimum required for apprenticeship training, is only 144 hours of classroom training a year. We are, again, working with unions to line up internship, apprenticeship slots to allow all of our students to get in 2,000 hours of work time and on-the-job training every year. And those numbers, the 144 hours of classroom time and the 2,000 hours of working time go right in line with almost every nationally recognized apprenticeship program. So again, we're doing everything we can to set up our students for success.
So will we be able to see updates on if on if your students are doing well or not? Would that be something that's feasible to get updates on that?
Yeah, I think we would love to talk to, students and, with their permission and be able to put success stories up on our website or social media. Again, having people come to our facility for different events as well. They can talk to students face to face and get answers that way too, to see what everyone's up to and what they're doing and how awesome everything's going.
Yeah, and I think that would be an amazing opportunity for the public, even if they don't make it to the events, to be able to see that all that information is available on your website. That would be fantastic. So is there anything else that you guys would like the public to know, anything important?
As far as the education is concerned, as I said at the beginning of our discussion, we are starting out with 4 programs, but we are leaving the structure of our overall education system open to add more programs in the future. Potential programs include finished carpentry, outdoor linemen for electrical work. We could also branch out of the construction trades. We could most certainly look into a beauty training regimen. So classes for hairstylists and makeup artists would slide easily into how we are building our overall organization. But again, that's in the future, but we don't want to count anything out just yet. So once we get these 4 programs going, we have a lot of potential to expand the program and do more and better things.
Yeah, essentially our main and primary goal is to be able to facilitate, a community that can reintegrate everyone into, a new lifestyle, and being able to provide them with the counseling and the tools that are necessary in order to get to that point in their lives. We're basically trying to rebuild them, exactly as what we're doing. And so we just want to be able to have the facility and the space to do that, in which we do.
Everyone deserves a second chance, and we really want to get people out of the system and back on their feet to be, integrated back into society, because unfortunately, bad things can happen to anyone. We just want to, help them back. Yeah.
Even the playing field
Yes.
a little bit. Yep.